My name is Veronica Bertoni. I have 34 years old. I am a photographer. I'm from Brazil, São Paulo, and I'm here in Dublin for almost 1 year. I always want to travel around the world. I want to know other countries. And when I started, like was in 2017, the response was really good because a lot of Brazilians came to here to study English and stay here to 1 year or 2 years studying, sometimes do college also, and traveling for all Europe.
And although Veronica has enjoyed her time here in Ireland, how does she really feel about living here over the last year?
It's difficult to explain for two reasons. One of this is because English is not my first language, so I have to translate a whole feeling that I have inside of me. And also because it's something that I even tried to figure it out by myself, like how it is to be here. So I'm still trying to make this process because you change everything. You change the environment, you change your friends, you change the word you have to speak. You so far from your comfort zone, like so far, it's a lot of feelings. You're happy, you're excited, but you're afraid. And I'm doing this like I'm past 30, so I have a lot of time in Brazil. I have like my family, I have my kid because I have a dog that I say he's my son, basically. But in the same times, you want to be here. So it's always a balance, the feelings. You always like this. Like, I want to be here. I know this was my choice. I paid to be here because you paid to come to study here. But in the same times, you feeling that the the city don't want you. The persons around you don't want you. Me, my friend, we are on the Luz. After school, we speak in Portuguese, and a guy started looking at us and say like, "Shh," he's doing like this, and I was like, "Okay, just ignore because I don't have rights here." So my friends get very angry. I started to respond to the guy, and the guy started to yell and it's like, "Go back to your country. You don't belong here." So imagine that you're trying to figure out your life here, and someone starting yelling at you, "You don't belong here." Like, sorry. It's difficult, because
Racism has been gradually increasing in Ireland over the last number of years. The Irish Network Against Racism programme launched its most recent report detailing the total number of racist incidents from 2020 stood at 700, 530 of which have been from 2019 alone. 174 of them have been from hate speech, something that Veronica and her friends have unfortunately suffered and has been on the rise ever since.
I'm not trying to steal any place. Like, I'm not just steal your job or your house, nothing. I'm just trying to know the world. Like, the world is so big, we have so great things to share, and I just want to do this. Just want to share. I'm a photographer, so I want to photograph the world. I want to see people. I want to know the stories. I want to know, like, how is your life, how you see the world. Like, I want to see your point of view, and I want you to see mine. When you arrive here, the things you have to do to, like, find a house or starting work, all the process is so confusing. You don't have any information. Like, basically, every Brazilians that arrive here, the first thing we do is create like a WhatsApp group to share knowledge, because that's the only way you can figure it out things here. Without this, you don't have any information. The information we have, like the website from the government, is not so easy to understand, especially if you arrive here without any English, because sometimes, like, Brazilians came here without, like, saying nothing, because you came to learn.
Given the racial abuse she's received and feeling unwelcomed here in Ireland, I asked Veronica, is Ireland a place she sees herself living in for another year?
I was thinking about this yesterday, like I'm going to stay here more or don't. And like it's confusing because I miss very much my family, but at the same time I have the feeling that I'm just starting. Like I'm just starting. I have a lot of things to do here. I have a lot of things to discover here yet. In the same times, like in this 7 months, I found great people here that open for me. I'm making good friends, Irish friends. So that's the thing making me going also. Like, okay, have good people here. So I'm going to stay more, probably more 8 months.